Good morning, everybody. Yeah, and if you hear a background noise, it's because my window's open and I'm on what you might call Main Street. So we hear cars are going right and left, north, eh, south, whatever. People are going to work. I'm retired, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I decided I first of all I couldn't sleep because I hurt my back. It's right here. It's almost like I busted a rib. Must be an old age thing because I'm jacked up on extra strength Tylenols right now. So, and I'm having coffee. I numb myself to sleep last night because I had beer, I had some wacky tobacco, and when I was numb enough. Hey, Robert. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Yeah, when I was numb enough, I pretty much passed out. Might have slept 3 hours at the most, but at least I got a couple of hours sleep. Yeah, and I decided this morning I was bored. I said I might as well share the pain. Oh, and I was lucky enough the other day. I won on E-Man's channel. Let me post the link to his YouTube channel in the chat. There we go. And no, he has giveaways, and he gives away most of the time it's comic capsules. And I won. I picked a red because I wanted to put this guy in there. My Vampirella, my favorite Vampirella cover. Oops, whoop, there we go. And these things are great because you can actually hang them. There's a little there's a little spot here that you can hang if you have a nail on the wall, so you can hang it. So I won this, and he had added a few extras, like he added some stickers and a couple of stickers for oops, comic capsules, and he added a few books, a few raw books. He added this one, which is kind of cool because I don't have it, and this one. And I like this Spawn cover because it reminds me of the what I call the I think it's issue 39. Yeah, issue 39. Thanks. It's I call it Christmas Spawn, and I actually have the book, and I have the action figure that came out uh, in the early McFarlane toys, like the beginning of McFarlane toys. They made a Christmas Spawn, which is Spawn like crouched down with a he has a Santa toque on his head, and he has a like a bag. It's supposed to be filled with present, but instead of presents, like Christmas gifts, it's you look at the back of the bag and you can see faces trying to push out of the bag. So what I did is I cut little pieces of wood, painted them as little gifts, and I just placed them in front of the bag that they were spilling out of the bag. because the action figure, the way it's built, the bag, it's just like a black hole. There's nothing coming out of the bag. So I said, nah, I need something. So you're with Spider Noir? Yeah, you see, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. I mean, I think Nicolas Cage has been biting to get into the superhero thing for a while, for quite some time now. He wanted to be Superman at one point. That would have been a stupid idea. I mean, Nicolas Cage as Superman. Come on, give me a break. I think it was okay when he was in what was that? What was that movie there? He was in a movie with Hit Girl. Uh, shit, I can't remember what the name of the title of the movie. No, no, no. Well, he was a good Ghost Rider. Yeah, he was a good Ghost Rider, but he was also in that movie. It's there's Hit Girl in that movie, and there's this other guy that he he's young and he no, it's not National Treasure. He's dressed almost like Batman, but it's not Batman. It's more like a comedy. I'm trying to remember what that stupid name is. I can't. I'd have to spit it on the floor and then read it or something. So, what the heck? What the hell? It's not Kill Bill. It's shit. What the hell is the name of that movie? Let me check. If I write down, fictional universe. No, no. Wait a minute. Hit Girl first movie. Kick Ass. There we go. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Kick Ass. Yeah, I said like I thought that for a comedy that was okay. He was okay in Ghost Rider. I I liked him in the second movie. I didn't like the motorcycle, but I liked the character in the second movie. It was more true to the character in the comic books. He's darker. He's more pissed off when he's the Ghost Rider. But I don't like the motorcycle. I mean, come on. They took a what is it, the Yamaha V Max as as his motorcycle. No, first of all, he drives a chopper. Ghost Rider drives a chopper, not a car, not a sports bike. It's a chopper. I'm old school. For me, Hal Jordan is Green Lantern. Bruce Wayne is Batman. Kal-El is Superman. I mean, that's me. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. There's no Spider Noir. There's no uh, Spider Boy. There's no Spider Gwen or whatever. No, for me, I'm old school. Keep the characters as they are. You can reinvent the stories all you want, but keep the characters as they are. And that's my rant for this morning. And have a coffee on me. Yeah. So right now I'm watching Angel. Actually, I- I'm a big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I watch all, what is it, 7 seasons. I watched all of them when they came out. Every Monday night, me and my friend Jad would get together. He'd come over to my place. He'd bring beer. We'd sit in my room in front of my TV. We'd watch the episode while drinking a beer, and then he'd go back home, and then we'd talk on the phone for close to 2 hours about the episode, trying to figure out what was going to happen the next week and what have you. But when Angel came out, it was kind of a, yeah, I think it was coming out right after Buffy, and at the same time there were other shows that I was watching, so I missed out on Angel. And right now I'm binge watching Angel, and I'm on. Let me check. Uh, Season 5, episode 4, which is the last season. So, and it's pretty good. There are some episodes that are a little bit corny, but I mean, that's what, with every show. There's a couple of episodes that are always corny, but aside from that, I like the old school characters. All the others are from different Earths, and yeah, you see, for me, that's the same thing. I don't. I guess they're trying to find ways of inventing new stories. You could do new stories with the old characters. Use your imagination, people. There's one thing that I've seen, that I saw. You can look it up. It's called the Guardian Project. It was invented by Stan Lee before he passed for the NHL, and they had a superhero per hockey team, per NHL hockey team. There was one for the Montreal Canadiens, one for the Boston Bruins, one for the Chicago Blackhawks, and so on and so forth. And in those days, there was, I think it was 30. Yeah, me too. I think it would have been a good show. Spike was a good character, but he's an Angel. He comes back in Angel after being the hero at the end of spoiler alert, at the end of the last episode of season 7 of Buffy. That's when he gets the pendant, and he annihilates all the Uber vamps, and then everything falls on him. But in Angel, he comes back with the amulet. But right now, the episodes I'm on, he's slowly disappearing. He's getting pulled by, I guess, hell. And he's gonna eventually disappear in hell, and he won't come back because he's a ghost. But every now and then he's doing something, all of a sudden, poof, he disappears. So I would have enjoyed a Spike show with cameos. And I'm enjoying Angel because there was a cameo from uh, what's her face there, Willow. I always liked Willow as a character, that like the innocent, nerdy. She would, if I would have met her at school, she would probably be my girlfriend because I was like the nerdy type at school. So, and I would have been drawn to someone like her. Yeah, so Angel is good. A shame it was only 5 seasons. Yeah, so I got these books and I'm ordering issues 10, 11, and 12 of Space Ghost, the volume 2. Plus I'm ordering a Montreal Alouette flag. It's about yay big. And my Montreal Canadiens are pretty much up shit creek without a paddle. They're down 3-1 in the series against Carolina. Yeah, they talked about that, but I don't know. Who's gonna be Buffy? Who do you think could replace Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy? And I mean, all the characters, they were special in their own way. I mean, who do you get to play Willow? Who do you get to play Spike? Who do you get to play Angel? Who do you get to play Buffy? Who do you get to play the Watcher? I mean, it's hard. I'm trying to see, and I watch movies all the time because I'm a big movie buff, and I'm trying to see who would make a great Buffy. And well, you see, if it's just continuing the series, like 10 or 15 years later, she's older. All we already know that all the potential slayers, they have the power. So if they're going that route, that she's like just maybe traveling to try to find all the potential slayers to show them that you are now a slayer. If they're vampires or ghouls or goons or whatever in your neighborhood, you can beat them down. You can beat them because you have powers. Maybe that would be some kind of a show. It's just the same thing with Firefly. They're doing a Firefly, but it's animated. So I probably won't watch that. I mean, I thought when they talked about revisiting Firefly, I said, great if they do like later on in life, they've aged, they've grown, whatever. But no, they're doing it animated, so I mean, it's going to be the same voices, but still, it's not the same. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are going to watch it, but I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I'm not really into animation. For some reason, they lean too much towards computer generated images, and for me, animation is like the cartoons that I used to watch as a kid, not the computer generated bullshit that we see nowadays. Or everything looks like what is it? Manga, whatever. What time is it? It's 7:19 a.m. right now. I'll probably go back to bed around 8 or something like that. I just wanted to hop on and just bore people. Yeah, so Angel is pretty good. If you haven't seen it, it's available. It's available for free on. Right now, I'm on the place I'm watching it is a free streaming service called Net Prime. Let me check what the address is. Netprime dot to. But if you want to find free streaming services, all you have to do is type in Google the cool Google search bar. You just type in free streaming websites or free streaming services, and I think it's the first one. I haven't watched Highlander. I vaguely remember the movie, but when I'm done with Angel, I'll probably have to check it out because I'm looking for stuff to watch. I just finished watching the last episode of the Boys. It was okay. It was okay. They pretty much bookmarked the series, but I think the last episode could have been maybe half an hour longer. It was because they get. I mean, I think it's the episode just before last. They got rid of a lot of people. They don't have much of a choice. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but well, I'm gonna have to check it. Give me a sec. I'm sorry. It's because when I cough and butting out my cigarette because when I cough, it hurts like hell. I'm probably gonna have to take two more extra strength Tylenol pretty soon because when it starts to hurt, it's almost like somebody's stabbing me. So I can't cough. And when I'm sleeping, I sleep on my stomach. So I have to watch when I move in bed because it hurts like hell. Right now it's hurting like crazy. And I can't find my A535. So because I would have rubbed my back. And it's weird. It's almost as if I busted a rib. But I haven't gone out. Well, no, I don't cough. I don't have the sniffles or anything like that. So it's not it can't be a pneumonia. I mean, I'd be coughing all the time. So no, it's almost as if like I'm I must have turned wrong, or maybe I coughed while I was sleeping and I was in an awkward position in bed and I pulled a muscle or whatever. I don't know. I know it's sore, so I'll wait till I'll take some. I'll wait till 8, and I'm gonna take two more extra strength Tylenol. And if it doesn't go away by 9:30, I'll get drunk and I'll smoke some wacky tobacco and I'll get numb again and I'll be able to sleep at least a little bit. So I know it doesn't help, but at least I can. I have a couple of hours where I can relax and it doesn't hurt. And I try to sleep on my back. Forget it. Forget it. I can't sleep on my back. I've tried. My mom used to say, try sleeping on your back. I can't. I can't sleep on my back. I tried I tried since I was like 12, 13 years old to sleep on my back, and I can't. So I sleep on my stomach, and I guess I deal with the consequences, which is what happened to me now. Oh, and we lost one of our Montreal Canadiens, which is sad because Monday night when they played in Montreal, Claude Lemieux, number 32, well, he used to be number 32. He carried the torch like they do in before every game at the Bell Center. He carried the torch and then he lifts it up and then the whole place explodes into flames with those projections there, and the ice is all like flames and everything. And he died yesterday or the day before at 60 years old. So rest in peace, Claude. I don't know what he probably had a heart attack if he died so suddenly because he looked in good health. He didn't look like he was sick or anything like that. So we lost one of our legends. He was the kind of guy, kind of player that you hated on the opposing team, but you wanted on your team. He was like the predecessor to Brad Marchand from the Boston Bruins and now the Florida Panthers. A pest, the kind of guy that had his glove in your face after the whistle, and he would nag you, and he would call you names and what have you, and make you lose your temper and end up in the penalty box because you hit him because he said something. So he won one Stanley Cup with Montreal, two with the New Jersey Devils, and one with the Colorado Avalanche. So yeah, Montreal are down 3-0, 3-1 in the games. Tonight is I think they're going back. Yeah, they're going back to uh, Carolina for the game tonight. Montreal need to skate. If they can get their skating game together, they'll be able to beat Carolina. If they don't get their skating game together, forget it. The series ends tonight, and it'll be Carolina against Vegas, which is exactly what Gary Hitler Bettman wanted, because what he wants an all American Stanley Cup final. He couldn't care less about Canada. And it's our sport, but he couldn't care less about Canada because Quebec built a brand new arena a few years back, able to have, I think it was like 19,000 spectators. You could you could fit in the arena with the corporate um, uh, places there for to host events and what have you. And they wanted the Nordiques back. They could have moved uh, what were they, Arizona Phoenix Coyotes. Well, they moved them to, what is it, Utah? Yeah, they moved them to Utah. They could have moved them to Quebec easily. The Quebec already had that arena built, but no, they moved them to Utah. Uh, I did something to it. The doctor said there was nothing wrong. Yesterday, been popping my knee again. It hurts real bad now, and I can't walk out. You see, old age, my friend. Trust me. When you reach 50 years old, you discover muscles that you did not know existed. Ever since I hit 50 years old, I've been discovering muscles pretty much every week. Really? I have a muscle here? I didn't know. I thought it was just fat. And in my case, fat is like that's pushing it because I don't have any fat. Yeah. So this morning I said, "What the hell? I'll do a live stream if I can get somebody on. At least I'm not talking by myself." So, oh well, happy birthday ahead of time. 57. Oh, see, I'm 67 right now, so I'll be 68 in January. And I was looking the other day. I took a walk on Main Street, which I don't do often enough. I should, but I don't. And there's a lot of empty stores. They're closed, which is kind of sad because I remember when Main Street used to have all these little shops and thank you, all these little shops there. The shop that I miss the most is the one that we had. Well, my sister and my brother-in-law, they had a smoke shop. I was the manager. I'm the one who worked during the day. It was fun because I would walk from, I don't know, maybe 300 feet, and I was from the apartment where I lived with my mom and my brother and sister, and I would walk like 300 feet, and I was at work. But my brother-in-law, he would go get some. We had all sorts of shit in there. We had magazines. We had obviously we had cigarettes. We had all the tobacco products like pipes, uh, uh, pipe tobacco. We had cigars. But we had jokes. We had like the fake vomit, and we had the fake dog crap, and we had the like the joy buzzer, whoopee cushions. We had uh, plastic model kits. We had magazines. We had comic books. We had books, and we had them in English and French. So we had a pretty good selection. We had a lot of newspapers. In those days, there were a lot of newspapers. Like we had the Journal de Montréal, Montréal Matin. We had La Presse, the Gazette. We had Le Droit. So, but now, like, I think, I don't even know that the Montréal Matin doesn't exist anymore. Le Droit, I think still exists, but it's mostly online. Journal de Montréal still exists. The Gazette, it's pretty much online. But I love that shop, and it was a small shop. We didn't even have a bathroom in that shop. We had to piss in the empty soda cans. Well, the guys did. The ladies, when they worked, they had to close up shop and go to the restaurant that wasn't far down the street and ask to go to the bathroom. But I really enjoyed working there. That was fun. That was fun. And I got discounts on all the magazines. And in those days, we had Monsters of Filmland, we had Creepy, we had Eerie, we had Starlog magazine, we had Ciné Fantastique, we had Future magazine. We had all of them, and I would read like freaking crazy because the shop, the smoke shop was very small. It wasn't long. It was like very narrow, and it wasn't really that deep. So after you dust a little bit, like you got 20 minutes worth of dusting, and then you're done. So, but it was fun. My brother-in-law Gaston would. Yeah, I remember once he said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I have nothing planned. Well, you want to come with me? We're going to go pick out some model kits and some stuff at the distributor." Fuck yeah! So that was fun because I got to pick. I think you can get. I think it's online. I'm not sure, but I think it's online. I'm not sure if Starlog magazine still exists. And I actually sent a letter to Starlog magazine, and I asked a question. It was about special effects, explosions, I think. And I'm going to order that magazine because someone has it online that they're not asking that much. And I'll probably order it because I want it because my name is in the magazine. So, oh yeah, that was my go-to magazine, especially when just before like Star Trek: The Motion Picture came out. All the the articles that built up towards the movie, like there were pictures of them building the sets and all the models that they were using, and I remember I bought the AMT kit of the refit Enterprise. It was about yay long. That one. I really put my heart. I really did a really good job with the paint job and everything. I didn't do the. They did some kind of a shimmering effect. Aztec, I think they call it Aztecing. I didn't do that because in those days we didn't have the masks. Nowadays you can buy masks that you put on. You paint a certain color, then you take the masks off. You put another mask on and you paint again, and you take that mask off, and so on and so forth to get all the different panel lines and everything and the different shades and what have you. But I did a pretty good job that one. And I remember buying the Vulcan shuttle, which I painted the same color as when it appeared in the Starlog magazine, because it was more like a beige brownish color with like the I use pastels to make like streaks on it, like almost like re-entry when you're re-entering the atmosphere. Like it'll burn off some of the paint. I did that, and I remember showing that one to my older brother Phil. He used to build a lot of model kits, and when I showed him that one, he said, "Yeah, now that's a paint job." Yeah, he said, "Yeah, I really like that one." And coming from my brother, who wasn't really uh, the kind of guy to praise something that you did, just him saying that he liked the paint job was like a moment of pride for me. I miss my brother, my older brother Phil. Yeah, so the smoke shop was fun. The smoke shop, we had a lot of stuff in there, but the drugstore that was like three three doors down from us, they decided to start selling cigarettes. They were selling a carton of cigarettes the same price that it cost us for a carton of cigarettes. So we couldn't compete. So they basically killed our smoke shop. And I think it was like 6 months later, the government decided to ban the sale of cigarettes in drugstores. So they killed our smoke shop, and then they couldn't sell cigarettes. So basically, they if we would have been able, if we had the backing, would have been able to absorb the fact that we're selling cigarettes at a loss. If we would have been able to continue for maybe 7 months, people would have come back to our store and buy cigarettes at our price because they couldn't get them at the drugstore anymore. That the only place you could get them were at the convenience store, and the prices went. Huh? National Lampoon. Boy, haven't heard that name in a while. That's cool. I have. I remember. I'm a download freak, so I remember downloading every single Mad magazine in a format that you can read. I've, I've got. I think I got all the magazines except maybe 10 or 15 of them that are not in that file. I've got that. I got a lot of comic books that I downloaded because being in Canada, we are not we are not regulated as you are in the States as much. So I still download movies. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, right. As if that's a hey, how you doing, Tony? Ah, my partner in crime, Tony. You having a coffee there? Everybody, yeah, there we go. Yeah, Tony. Tony and his Thursday night train wreck, 7:30 Eastern. Yeah, well, see, huh? Is it a spiked coffee or just a coffee? Yeah, mine is just a coffee. It's not very good because I ran out of a creamer, so I have to order my groceries through what is it, DoorDash later this morning. So getting some stuff from ah, I bet you can't wait till you hit 65 so that you can just wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, I don't have to go to work. I can just lay back in my bed and pick my nose." Well, I hope you can relax. Oh my God, black coffee. I can't. Black coffee there. I only have a little bit of creamer in my coffee and it's not enough. So you're counting the days? Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, no, black coffee, no, doesn't do it for me at all. I don't know. I like a little bit of cream. I like it when it's like beige brown. I don't like it when it's dark. It looks like used engine oil when it's black. So it's the same thing with what is it, Guinness? My God, that I don't know if you ever tasted Guinness, but God, you need a, a Superman taste buds in order to drink that shit. Mhm. Yeah, and it looks like you you like coffee when it's old. I mean, what, 2 days old, 3 days old? Oh, I can't. I tried it once and no. I tried it once and I said no. I remember my older brother Phil. Hi Phil. He used to love Guinness, and we would days old, yummy. Yeah, on I think it was Monday or Tuesday nights. Me, my friend Bruno, and my brother Phil, we used to meet up at the local one of the local pubs here, Pub Windsor, and we just have a couple of beers and shoot the shit and talk about pretty much anything. And he would always have his freaking Guinness. And why are you drinking that, Phil? Why don't you drink normal beer like the rest of us? Yeah, well, I like it. That's okay. Well, and one night he bought a round and it was all Guinness, so we had to drink it, not to insult him and waste his money. But oh, Jesus Christ, it was awful. Yeah, here we go. Have a good day, hello, hello, Wolf. My baby granddaughter, baby Elizabeth, just woke up when I got to deal with her. I will see you guys around on YouTube somewhere. And hey, thanks for joining, Robert. Have a good day. I'm going to be going pretty soon, anyways, because I said 8 o'clock was my cutoff time, anyways. So, oh, I just wanted to shoot the shit, spread the boredom, because it's either that or talk to myself. But I still have some several episodes of Angel to watch. So I'm at what? I think it's like episode 4 of the last season, season 5. And right now they're trying to figure out a way to uh, get Spike back into corporeal form before he disappears forever. So I'm enjoying the show. So I'm gonna have to find another one. There's one that I'm looking at, and it's called, I think it's called From. I can't remember what I think that the title is From or something like that. And it's this town that you can't leave. Once you're in the town, you can't leave for some reason. I only watched like part of the first episode, and there's a curfew. I think it's 7 at night. You have to be indoors by 7, otherwise you're gonna get eaten or attacked by, I don't know if they're vampires or ghouls or goblins or whatever, but you have to be indoors by 7, and you can't open a window, you can't open a door, I mean nothing, because if you do, then you're toast. So yeah, so Oogly Woogly, yeah, Oogly Woogly was a kid show. The lady used to draw it on. She has an easel, and she used to draw Oogly Woogly, and then she draw the house. Well, the house, it was an apple, a big apple, and it had a trunk, and it had branches and leaves and whatever. And his mother and his sister and what have you. And so no, it was a show I watched. It was dumb because it was a kid show, but hey, in those days we watched was what was on TV. there there was nothing else. We were in Canada, and we had like two French channels, two English channels, and on Saturday morning from 6 till 9 we had one US channel. But that was, we're sitting in front of the TV watching cartoons for 3 hours, and then get dressed, go outside, go play with your little cars, your little Hot Wheels. But we didn't have Hot Wheels, we had Matchbox, and we had there were Matchbox, and what, there was another one, another make. Can't remember the other one was, but Matchbox was like, and those, especially if you can find those in the box, those are really expensive nowadays. Corgi. There was Matchbox and there was Corgi. You could play with your little cars in the sand and make little garages out of old cereal boxes, and you'd cover those with a dirt so that they'd be like almost like a bat cave. And I remember I had the little Batmobile that when you roll down, you could leave a little flame that would go in and out in the back like this, and you pressed a button. Yeah, that's what we had in those days. I mean, we had little cars, and we'd put a towel around our necks and pretend to be Superman or Batman or whatever. And we'd have an old T-shirt that we would draw like the Superman logo with magic markers or whatever. And no, we we didn't have swords, so we picked up a branch or a piece of wood, and we tape another piece so that it looks like a sword, and we'd make a shield out of cardboard. Yeah, get your ass outside and use your imagination. That was the thing. And if it rained, you came in when you were soaking wet, you'd change and you were going back outside. I mean, my mom had to raise six kids by herself. My dad was nowhere to be found. Well, she kicked him out, so I was like 6 when he left. So I was raised by my mom. So hey, what? Hey, I didn't turn out that bad. I didn't kill anybody. I'm not a criminal. I never went to jail, so I guess she must have done something right. Well, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. I think she did. And all my friends loved my mom. They said 4 foot, 4'9", and she always had her little Chihuahua. That's what we had. We had the Chihuahua as a dog. We had a Chihuahua, and at some point oh yeah, I mean, go outside, go play outside. Yeah, we had a Chihuahua. I mean, she had a Chihuahua. It's about yay big. And my brother Paul wanted a dog. He wanted a dog. He wanted a dog. So he gets a boxer, but it's a baby. It's like a little puppy. It's about this long. And at that point, when he got his little boxer, the Chihuahua had grown to about yay big. Is that was your nickname? No, Chihuahua, no. So, so, so the little puppy would follow the little Chihuahua. So when the little Chihuahua went underneath the legs of the table, because the kitchen table had this center pillar, and then it had big carved legs. So there was room underneath those so that they could crawl underneath. But at some point, the boxer grew up and it was like yay long. And it would still try to go underneath that. It was so funny because it thought it was like a Chihuahua. And it would try to crawl underneath the table and he couldn't, obviously, because it was too big. And it was a baby. That thing was a freaking baby. There's only and it was friendly to everybody except one person. When a guy who used to be my friend, Bob, would walk in, my God, we had to hold her back because she would have ripped him apart. She hated him like nobody's business. He could he was scared. He was really scared. He would call ahead of time. I'd pick up the phone and say, "Yeah, I'm going to see you there. Meet me outside." So I, yeah, they have a way of knowing if a person is good, bad, or just taking advantage of you, which is the case with this guy. So, but I haven't talked to him since I was what 17 years now, something like that. Stopped talking to him at around 50, and I gave this guy. I must have given this guy like 20, close to 30 action figures. And those action figures were expensive. I mean, we're talking like $20, $25 a pop because I would buy those when I had a gambling problem. There was the bar, and next to it was the video store. But in the video store, they sold action figures. So instead of going to the bar to play those VLTs, video lottery terminals, sometimes I'd walk past the bar and I'd go to the video store. And when I got to the video store, I'd look at the action figures, and if there was an action figure that I liked, I'd buy it, I'd bring it back home, open it up. I'd look online on the McFarlane website, because sometimes they would show if there was accessories, how you're supposed to put the accessories on and what have you. So, and I'd open it, and then I'd smell that plastic smell, brand new plastic smell. And then I'd try to put it in my room, but at some point I had too many of them. So I would take one down and I'd put that one in its place, but the other one, I had to do something with it, so I'd give it to him. I gave him something like 20 or 30 action figures. And he traded all the action figures for a goddamn tattoo. I mean, come on. You traded all the action figures that I gave you for a fucking tattoo? I should have kept them. Could have sold them. Anyways, it's 8 o'clock, 8:01 actually. Yeah. Because some of the ones that I gave him there were like real expensive ones. Nowadays they're really expensive, even out of the box. So yeah, so it's 8:01. I think I'm gonna go make some toast and with peanut butter, make another coffee. Yeah, you too, Tony. Have a great day. Thanks to Robert for joining in. And have a great day, and we'll see you. Probably don't forget Saturday night, 7 o'clock on Mad Spidey's channel, the Spidey's Outback. I'm always there, and on Tony's channel, 7:30 on Thursday nights on his train wreck. Come and join us there. We always have a blast. So take care, everybody, and hope to see you soon. Peace. Live long and prosper.